Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite chef, Jess. Take like 5, I don't know. Hey you guys, it's your favorite chef, Jess, and welcome back to my channel, The Journey. If this is your first trip with us, grab a seat, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. Straight to that subscribe button, then honk the notification bell so you'll know exactly when the next journey begins. Oh, that took forever. Y'all don't even understand how hungry we are right now. Alright, so before we get into this nice seafood feast, I want to introduce you guys to my boyfriend, fiance, technically not engaged yet, my lover, my everything, my life right now. This is Marquise, guys. I told y'all I've been, saying I was going to introduce you guys to him, but it's just been like absolutely crazy. So without further ado, we're gonna sit back, talk a little bit, tell y'all our story of how we met and whatnot. But first, we feast. Okay, guys. Alright, I got some seafood sauce that I made, which is actually like a lemon beurre blanc. Actually, no, it's a white wine beurre blanc, and I made it 2 different ways. One is a regular herb beurre blanc, and the other one is a spicy herb beurre blanc. And as you can see, we have lobster tail, we have some shrimp and scallops, I have Alaskan cream crab, I also have my son. I also have some Dungeness crabs. You don't got no clothes on, boy.
Go back in there and sit down.
Go sit down. Go eat your food. Okay, you gotta put on the shirt if you're gonna be able to.
It's your yellow corn.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Like I was saying, and we have some Dungeness crabs along with some sausages, corn, and I think that's about it. Oh, and potatoes, I'm sorry. And we got some lemon on the side too for that lemon rain. Well, let's just get into it, guys. We're gonna eat first and then we'll talk. God. This butter sauce is a bomb. Are you gonna say hi to people? I'm just eating and here about my riders on my channel.
How y'all doing?
Would you like to give the people a background of you, who you are,
Sure.
what you do?
I'm a chef as well. I grew up in the kitchen cooking with my grandmother. What inspired my passion for food is the way she cooked, the way she took her time, and the way that the results that she got. I was just infatuated by how long she would put time in the dish, and the result towards the end, how it was so good. So that's what got me started in cooking and my love for food. It's actually really how we met. I mean, we started going to school, Johnson Wells and University.
So you gonna start telling them yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna start telling them. You might as well. It all started back in college. So she is my college sweetheart. We started out as friends, with any relationship goes, and we actually met at this. I was working this. I was on this. I was on the team that volunteers for special occasions for culinary arts.
Even a special functions?
Yeah, special functions.
I was in CAT. I wasn't in special functions.
That was
the
too
ambassadors team. Thank you very much.
Special functions, they did anything volunteer-wise. They helped the chef set up. And then at the end of the year, you have to have a certain amount of hours.
Special functions.
I volunteered for the special functions team. Which really had got me interested in was getting to go on a cruise at the end of the year.
I think that's what the actual was.
But in order to go on the cruise, you had to have 50 hours to go on the cruise.
50 hours of like, we didn't have to have 50 hours in CAT. We just had to have like done a certain amount of functions and been involved the whole year in order to go. That's why I was in CAT, not special functions.
I think CAT did more than functions. They did
We did tours.
campus stuff, yeah.
We did like, we went to other schools to recruit.
Well, y'all were involved more with the people recruiting and stuff.
Yeah.
It was just already people that were already on campus.
Yeah, no. We wanted to bring people in. He wanted to keep people there.
But it was all good because a little bit before that, I was working this one function, and my job was to give sodas to the people that were touring, that were coming through, but not a whole soda. They were just, coming through, and I was at working this stand. So a good classmate of mine had introduced me to her, and we just kind of started talking.
Which one, Joanne?
Tyler.
Oh, no, Natasha.
Yeah, but Tyler, he the one
Oh, Tyler. Oh, yeah. I
he
forgot
the
about
one
Tyler.
brought you to me.
Tyler knew I had a crush on him, y'all. Me and Tyler was mad cool freshman year.
I had no idea this girl was crushing me the whole time. But here I am, the nice, kind guy that I am, friendly, I think we just started talking. We found out that we lived at the same dorm. She's actually stayed right behind me. So before we
our schools had co-ed dorms. It was like our dorm room was kind of like a motel, kind of almost. And we had a pool and everything, which I think was the only reason people actually stayed in Biscayne. And like, his room was like, let's say like, when you go to Florida, there's like those outdoor hotels. Like, his room was on one side of the hotel, and my room was like right behind his, so like around the corner.
Yeah, that was a nice dormitory considering all the other ones. Some of the ones that had like, you had shared showers. It wasn't really a lot of privacy, but that was why I chose this game. I had to pause and take a break. I can't tell y'all how good this sauce is. I worked in the kitchen with some Haitian people, and I know I'm getting off topic, but they used to say sometimes you can't say nothing but and this is one of those moments when you just can't say nothing but Anyway.
Wait, not focus.
Anyway, so we started talking, and now mind you, the whole time, y'all, I did not know this girl had a crush on me.
Why are men so slow? I'm good.
I just didn't see the signs because, it's my first year in college. We started talking. We started sharing interests. I was also a part of this this group called Campus Crusade for Christ, and
I joined too.
got her to join. Because it was something that I loved. And I mean, from there, we just started hanging out together. Hanging out and still didn't know how long this girl had a crush on me. How long we just hanging out until
School started in September. I knew about him since about September. We didn't start dating until May. School was damn near over.
You had to tell them how your crush on me developed when you first saw me and all of that. Because I just had it going on. From what I hear, I just had it going on.
Okay. Somebody's tooting their horn. Anywho. So, he was a couple of grades ahead of me. And, you were taking sophomore class and I was taking freshman class. So, one of my friends, Natasha, she was in some of your classes?
Mm-hmm.
She was kind of like in some freshman classes and some sophomore classes. So she was like a little bit more advanced than some of us were. And so she knew him. Oh, nutrition. She knew him, like personally, like talked to him and stuff. I had only seen him from like, this is the beginning. This is like before Tyler had introduced us. So she had like knew him, and like we used to talk all the time or whatever, as girls do, chatty and you know, whatever, telling about our little crushes and stuff like that. So it came out that I liked him because at Johnson & Wales, the classes all have like these glass windows that you can like see out. Some of them you can see both ways, and some of them are only like one way. You can only like see in, not out. But majority of the classes are both ways. So when he used to be like walking by and going to his class and stuff, I used to be like, "Ooh, who is that?" And Natasha used to be like, "Oh, ooh, this is good, y'all." His name is Marquise. He's a pretty cool guy. Look at that meat, y'all. He's pretty cool. He's pretty quiet. In class, whatever. And I was like, oh, and he used to always be with this one girl. I don't even know her name. The one. Whatever. But she used to like be under his behind. I thought she was a dyke at first, and then when I saw her like always hanging around Marquise, I was like, maybe she got something for him too. Her literally homegirl was kikiing and whatnot in his face, and I used to be like, yo, do you not know that's my man? Like,
girl.
She used to be like under his behind. So I used to be like, Natasha, when you gotta go to class next time, let's do a little investigation for your girl. So it got to the point where literally every class, I would see him in the halls or something like that, because we always had to do a lineup to like, you know, the uniform check at JWU.
They were very strict about that.
If you ever went to JWU, you already know about the uniform policy.
They don't play. White solid shirt, and you had to, they would check your shirts and make sure ain't had nothing on it. Mm-hmm. They would line you up. Guys had to shave. I couldn't have none of this right now. Nope. Like if I had a beard, I either had to wear a beard guard or go to the office and buy a razor and shaving cream and shave. And
don't be late, because that's still going to count right against you. If you come to class late or you had to be sent home for something, that's still counted against you. Mm-hmm. So that's you and your business. But so, you know, talking about him like in almost every class, my girls was like, do you want me to introduce you to him? And I'm like, no, like, no, thank you. Like, what the heck? And they was like, well, I'm getting tired of hearing you talk about this one guy. Like, come on, man up and say hi to him or something like that. Mind you, I was only 17 at the time. I went to college a year early, so I was like the youngest one out of the group. So everybody used to always like either try to protect me or push me out my comfort zone because I was always like, no, I can't do this because I'm too young and blah, blah, blah. So of course Natasha was like, no, go talk to him. So my other friend, who now is like my best friend, Joanna, who I used to always talk to her, she'd be like, oh, I want to go up to him and talk to him, but I'm too shy and blah, blah, blah. And Joanna was like, well, if you want to meet him, just talk to him and blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, things will happen in his time. So, you know, just wait. So I was like, you know, I just waited on it, whatever. But then Natasha,
she pushed a lot.
She pushed a lot.
She pushed a lot.
OMG.
She pushed a lot. She would tell me a lot of things like, oh, she likes you and y'all will look so good together and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, whatever. We just chilling. We doing our thing, you know. We just talking. But I kid you not, when you meet somebody, or you could talk to them about anything, I mean, our conversation would just go on for like hours. And like, I didn't see it until like a little bit after we went on the cruise. But yeah, I'm getting there. But like to be able to talk to somebody and to just like the minutes, the hours would go by like minutes. Yeah, I knew it was something. I knew something was there.
All right, so back to Miss Natasha. So this was when we were in. This was going towards the middle of the year when I think Natasha introduced you to me. Did Tyler introduce you before Natasha started talking about me?
Mm-hmm.
Before?
No, not before she did.
After? Dang, I was crushing hard, y'all.
Yeah. And even my roommate, oh my God, Freddie even was telling me.
How did Freddie know?
I don't know how I thought y'all didn't have a class together?
We were in the same class, but like the girls used to like, Freddie wasn't really in any of my groups.
I had no idea, but he would tell me, man, he was like, man, she likes you.
That's funny.
My roommate.
Oh my God. I did not know it was that bad.
Yeah. But I don't think you knew he was my roommate at the time, did you?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know Freddie was your roommate. But Natasha kind of broke the ice. And then, so it was known that I had a crush on him because of Natasha.
Mm-hmm.
So now fast forward to, like, we went on a cruise in May?
Yeah.
So fast forward to May. So I don't know how I managed to get on this cruise because, hold on. Because I certainly did not do all the events that were required in CAT to be able to go on the cruise. But because there was still a little bit of time left in the year, I was able to make up my hours when we got back from the cruise. There were a couple of end-of-year events that I was able to attend and, like, you know, volunteer for. So I was able to go. So when we were on the cruise, we didn't sit together going to the cruise. We all got on this charter bus. I wound up sitting next to Tyler on our way to the cruise. And I don't know who you was at next to. Maybe Edward? Well, anyway, there's another thing. My best friends in college was Joanna and Glorianne. Neither of them went on the cruise, but Edwin did go, which was Joanna's boyfriend at the time. Now they're married. Jay Woo, y'all making connection.
Right.
So, but so Edwin went on the cruise. Tyler was on the cruise. Of course, Marquise was on the cruise. So I thought the whole time I was gonna be chilling with Edwin and Tyler because that's really the only people that I knew that was going Like, even though I was a party cat, I didn't hang out a lot with the cat students, whatever. Like, I hung out with everybody else. So
Evelyn was on that too, wasn't it?
everybody.
Okay, that's all. We probably did sit together.
Yeah. So going to the cruise or whatever, Evan and him was in the same room.
Yeah. Tyler too? I think Tyler too.
Really?
Three of us.
And I was in a room with some other girls, whatever. And we wound up going to Mexico and to Key West.
That trip was
We went to college in Miami. Wasn't it? On the cruise, because I only really knew Tyler. Like, I knew Marquise, whatever, but we were just friends, you know?
We were just friends. We were talking enough to know of each other.
I'll insert the picture of us on that cruise. Remember these faces because they look exactly the same, just hella young. So, we on a cruise, whatever, and we went to Mexico. No, we went to Key West the first night, and I wound up going by myself. I didn't really hang out with nobody that first day when we had landed in Key West because I wanted to do stuff. I wanted to do like activities while I was there, and like nobody else wanted to do them with me. So I wound up going snorkeling by myself. What did you do in Key West?
We went on a tour, the Ernest Hemingway tour, which was like delayed. I'm like, man, what is really going on?
Ernest Hemingway tour.
Yeah, we toured the city of Key West.
Oh, on the bus then?
Mm-hmm. Or it was like open bus, train, whatever it was.
Interesting.
But it was all right.
It wasn't as cool as me. So I went to my own thing. But at night, we went on Carnival cruise, mind you. At night, everybody wound up having dinner together. So we all met up, chatting, talking, having fun. I think like we ate so much ice cream on that cruise, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, we did a lot of ice cream. I think we were ice cream high.
We ate so much, and coffee?
And pizza.
Bro.
We had pizza around the clock.
Yeah. Pizza, ice cream, and coffee. And everybody's looking at me crazy because I drink my coffee black with just sugar. I like my coffee like I like my man. No offense, guys, but I like that dark chocolate. So, the first night of the cruise, we all had dinner. And mind you, at this point, I'm still only 17. So while all of them are going to the 18 and over clubs on the boat, guess who can't go? This girl right here. So Edwin was really respectful of the fact that I couldn't go in because he wasn't a clubber like that, and neither was he. So we took those opportunities to walk around, eat ice cream, eat pizza, and like chit chat and talk or whatever. So we were discussing. So we were discussing what we were gonna do the next day when we got to Mexico. So the plan was for everybody to stick together. For everybody to stick together. When we got in Mexico, guess who didn't stick together? So I wound up with this guy named Isaac because I wanted to go parasailing.
Isaac was cool though. He had a lot of my classes together too.
I didn't know the man from a can of paint. I just knew him because he was hanging out with us the whole time, and I wanted to go parasailing, and so did he. So we wound up going together. I'll insert pictures of that here too. So, go parasailing, come back, they're nowhere to be found. So,
I don't remember where we were.
I don't even know. I wound up meeting up with the girls who I was rooming with on the cruise, and we went to Senior Frogs. Now, mind you, y'all, I'm West Indian, so I've been drinking for a long time. Way before I was supposed to be drinking.
Legally.
Legally, yeah. It's not frowned upon in the West Indian culture to drink at a young age. Or at least at my household. So I thought I could handle myself really well. Get there, I had 2 drinks. They were big drinks, but I only had 2 drinks. I had a Sex on the Beach, and I had a Bahama Mama? No, a Fuzzy Navel.
Oh, God.
That was my favorite drink, y'all. That was my favorite drink in those days, a Fuzzy Navel. Which, if I don't know what Fuzzy Navel is Peachtree Schnapps and vodka, which is wrong. So, go to Senior Frogs, and I'm like smashed. I mean, drunk as a skunk. I barely walk. Don't know how the hell. Yeah. Don't know how the hell I made it back to the boat on time. Didn't even notice I purchased a sombrero, y'all. Like, I'm talking about a big ass sombrero. I don't know why the hell I purchased this sombrero. Like, what the heck was I thinking? I don't know. So, get back to the boat. They're on the boat already. Like, what happened to stick together? So now little 17-year-old me, drunk as a skunk, gets back on the boat, meet up with them too, and now like they're taking care of me at this point because I cannot function right. Like, the boat is moving and so am I. So we go down to dinner, and I can't read the menu. Like, the menu is moving up and down with the boat. So I wind up going back to my room and laying down to take a nap or whatever. So I wake up like the middle of the night just to go walk around. Like, he's out there too. And so like on the Lido deck. I think everybody's on the Lido deck that night.
I think that was the only thing that was like
something to do, right? Yeah. So I see Marquise on the Lido deck. We're chatting. I'm vomiting because I'm like hung all the way over at this point. And trying to sober up. And we just have really good vibes. Like, we were talking about life, but we weren't even together, y'all. Like, where we see ourselves in the future, what we want to do, how many kids we want to have. Like, it was this really deep conversation, I remember. And it was really cool. I remember we was outside. Edwin was out there too at one point, but then he left.
Yeah.
And it was just like the two of us.
Yeah, the very front.
Yeah, the very front of the boat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, the back.
Did you show us the back? I thought it was the front. Is that the boat?
Oh, yeah. It was the front of the boat. There was very limited places I could go on a boat, being under 18. So, Carnival, think about that. Cater to the kids. So, we're getting around, we're talking or whatever, and like, we're just vibing, we're cool. So I'm thinking, you know, he's feeling me, I'm feeling him. You know, later on I'm gonna shoot my shot. So I wrote him a letter when we got back from the cruise, whatever. So then the rest of the cruise, we're talking, we're chatting, we're vibing, we're cool, whatever. Now we become really close. Still not dating, but we're really close. We go back to the campus, and who sits next to me on the bus? This guy right here. So now everybody's thinking at this point that we're dating, because Tyler's like, oh, you're sitting together, blah, blah, blah.
We were all together.
Like, yes.
We were always together.
And then when you see us on campus, we're always together because we were just really cool friends. So on my birthday comes around, and for anybody that knows me, on my birthday every year I like to go to Red Lobster. And that's like one of my favorite restaurants. So still do it to this day. Well, last year on my birthday, Red Lobster came to me because we did a seafood. Boy, y'all. You think this is good? Nah, not from my birthday was way bigger. But got back to campus on my birthday, so I'm thinking like, oh, I could invite him to Red Lobster with us, and you know, whatever. No, this is the day before my birthday. This is May 10th. No. I invited you on May 7th. No, it was May 7th. I invited you. I invited him to go on May 7th. He declined. He was like, no, I don't think it's a good idea, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
did I ever tell you why I didn't want it?
No.
I think I ain't had the money.
Tragic.
I was like, no, I'm gonna go.
Tragic. So, I'm sitting here with my little 17-year-old heart broken because the first boy that I'm trying to show some kind of interest in just shot me down. So, of course, I told Joanna and talk about him. Like no more.
But
idiot.
Tell him my response.
What did you say?
I was like, no, but I had something I wanted to talk to you about.
You didn't know. You didn't say that right away. It was just no. On the 8th. No. That was the 7th. Remember, that was the 7th he said all of that. So, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 days, I have a whole bashing party about this dude because he done led me on, talked in the cruise. I poured my heart to him, literally poured my heart to him, and he's like, no, I want to go out on your birthday, blah, blah, blah. So now the 10th rolls around, and he's like, oh, can we meet up? I want to talk to you about something. So I'm like,
and it had to be the 9th because on the 10th we went to Boomers.
No, our anniversary was on the 10th, May 10th. I remember it was the day before my birthday. Yeah. That was our original anniversary, May 10th. So on the 10th, he goes, oh, I need to talk to you about something, and we need to talk. So he's like, oh, we need to talk. So I'm like, what do we need to talk about? You already told me you don't want to date, whatever. So, boom. So now I'm going to Joanna. I'm like, Joanna, why the hell would he want to meet up with me? This, and that. And Joanna's like, oh, just talk to him. Just, give it a chance. You never know. I was like, but he already said that he doesn't want to date. And she was like, no, just give it a chance. Did you talk to her beforehand?
Yeah, I did talk to her. I told her, I was like, hey, I need some advice. She was like, just be calm, be yourself. And I told her what I wanted to do. That's why she was all happy and stuff.
Tragic.
That day you was upstairs in your class or whatever. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
So I come downstairs and from class, and I meet him by the Mix. The Mix is like our cafeteria at Johnson Wells. And so he's like all smiles and happy and shit. And Joanna's sitting there with her little cheesy behind too. And I'm like, what the hell?
She was in the computer lab, right? She had to be in the computer lab.
No, she was there.
Yeah, but she...
When I first got down, she was there. Then she left. So, no, she was in the computer lab. Remember, she used to work in student success.
That's my first one. I was going to talk to her.
In student success. So, he takes me outside, and he's like, go ahead, you tell the part of the story.
So I was basically like, I took her hand, I was like, I think this relationship, I think it will work. And I think officially we was like boyfriend and girlfriend. we walked back to the dorm and we was holding hands. I had the butterflies and everything. And the first movie we watched back in my room together was The Notebook. It was a really good movie. It was awesome.
It was.
I think, didn't you go to Boomers? What, later that day?
Yeah, we went Boomers later that day or the next. Sorry if the camera angle done changed a little bit. Or we had a little technical difficulties. But, so after, what did we do? Oh yeah, so we had started dating after he had asked me to date him. He didn't say, I think it'll work. He was like, would you want to be my girlfriend? Because I would definitely remember those words, do you want to be my girlfriend? And I was like, yeah.
And after you said
yes. So then we started, yeah. So we started dating from that day forward. And that was in 2006. 2006, and after that it was just a crazy ride. We dated for 4 to 5 years, and then my little hot-headed self wanted different. But that's a whole nother story. That is a whole another story. Obviously, since 2006, we're here standing stronger than ever. You know, we have our ups and downs. We have our petty arguments.
Like in a relationship.
Exactly, like in a relationship. But, you know, we work through it together and we come back to each other eventually. So.
I think most of all, it's like we love each other.
Very much.
And once you have that, I mean, once you love somebody, you've seen their flaws, you've seen them inside and out. You've seen their best days and you've seen them at their worst, and you still can love them.
That's love, y'all.
That's somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with. But I hope that y'all found that.
Cook with and eat with.
Yes.
Girl, get yourself a man that can cook.
Just a little razzle dazzle. I did a little something.
We thank y'all for watching. We got both stuff.
I can't eat another bite.
The momentum has died, and if I continue sitting in front of this food, I'm just going to sit there and pick at it. I'm going to go on heck while I am full. Message your girl in the comments. Let us know down below how, you know, you and your significant other came to be, started dating. How y'all met? Let us know if y'all got a good story. We would love to hear it. We love to share. We love to interact with you guys. They'll be making nice guest appearances on the page, as well as my child, and y'all, well, not our child. That's a whole nother story in itself too. But you know, he'll be popping into. But I'm glad you guys have actually got a chance to meet him. So here he is in the flesh, my boo thing. But thanks y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening to our little story time of how we met. And you know, like always, thank y'all for coming along this journey with me. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna put my social medias down below so y'all can follow your girl on all my social medias. I'm definitely in the New Year's want to see my page grow. So please, yes, like, comment, and subscribe. It's absolutely free to subscribe to my page. Just hit that notification bell so you'll know when I post, so that we can grow together, because I want to hit at least 30K by the end of the year. Can we do that, y'all? Can we please just get to 30K? I mean, come on. The New Year's says ask what you want, speak into existence, and God will definitely see it through. So I'm telling y'all, I want to hit 30K this year. Thank y'all for coming along this journey with us. It's been real. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.